It is impossible to make it as a streamer. Well, kind of. Over the past few years, the streaming space has completely transformed. Whether that be on Twitch, YouTube, or a newer platform, Kick, the space has completely changed. With the continued reign of streamers like XQC, but also the rise of streaming titans like iShowSpeed and KaiSenat, the sheer creativity that has been expressed in the streaming space recently has been incredible to watch. KaiSenat, for example, who just wrapped up his 30-day subathon, Mafiathon 3, and hit 1 million subs, which is genuinely unheard of. He brought on a lot of incredible guests and put on an amazing show. Then there's iShowSpeed, who took real-life streaming to a new level, continuing his travels across the world, hitting places like South America, Europe, Asia, and Australia. It's no wonder you open Twitch and you open YouTube and see so many people trying to stream just like them. But is this space becoming too oversaturated? Can someone actually start streaming from the ground up and actually become as popular as someone like iShowSpeed or KaiSenat? Well, JasonTheWeen had the same idea and set out to explore this. JasonTheWeen is an extremely popular streamer who at the time of recording this has 100,000 active subscribers. He averages around 20,000 viewers and has peaked at 66,000 concurrent. His career truly took off when he started streaming and joined FaZe and started streaming with the likes of Lacey and FaZe Adapt. He also wanted to test this theory, so he created his own secret Twitch account and started streaming until he became noticed.
Today I will be abandoning my real Twitch account with 1 million followers and going undercover and streaming to 0 viewers until someone stumbles upon me and catches me in the act. Let's do it.
Throughout the stream, Jason was just doing regular stuff like going onto his Hinge, reacting to videos that he himself was in, and just his regular sort of stuff. Throughout the stream, he also started IRL streaming, where he met up with people like Stable Ronaldo and Lacey. Yet through all this, he only gained 1 viewer. He had 1 active viewer throughout this entire stream for 5 hours and 1 person who was actively chatting.
Yo, what's up, bro? Yo, Toby? What's good, bro? Yo, Toby, you know who I am? Nah.
He doesn't. Damn.
And mind you, this 1 person did not actually know who JasonTheWeen was. He just joined the stream because for him it was 11 PM, he was bored, and Jason just seemed entertaining. When I spoke to my friend about this very idea of trying to make it in the streaming space from the ground up, I had one big thought about how to actually make it. Obviously, I myself am not a streamer, but I am very familiar with how social media works. So I had a pretty good idea about how I'd go about it. Then, Ludwig made a video. Now Ludwig is a massive streamer. He streams primarily on YouTube but also streams on Twitch. He's dating QT Cinderella and is friends with people like Pokimane. But he made a video very similar to Jason's a few months after answering that same sort of question.
Including questions about live streaming. And somebody asked me, Ludwig, could you do it all over again? If you had to start a Twitch channel from the ground up, could you become a successful streamer once again? To which I said, of course, I'm good at talking to chat. Then they brought up a good point. I wouldn't have a chat to talk to. Now, not wanting to be the expert live streamer who doesn't know the answer to a question, I said, well, I would just talk as if there was a chat there. But could I actually do that?
Ludwig started off his stream in the just chatting category, and he was doing things like playing Wordle and just talking out loud, but he realized that this category was a little bit too broad. He wanted to get a little bit more niche, so he started playing Peak instead to get into a direct category. However, both of these things just did not gain any success for him. What Ludwig did next is very interesting. He just started to eat a hot dog as fast as he possibly could.
1 hot dog. This is a Nathan's Beef Frank. The goal is to eat it as fast as possible. 1 man, 1 hot dog. All right, come on, lock in.
This may seem very insignificant and just an attempt to be entertaining, however, this leads to a very interesting point. And this point is something that Ludwig actually concludes his video with.
Because I've done it all, and this is fucking hard. I'm going to go as far as to say it's a waste of time. Now, not streaming. I don't think the idea of streaming is a waste of time, but streaming every day to 0 or 2 viewers if you have a phone available isn't the play. If I were to really do this starting from scratch, my entire stream would have been the hot dog segment. It would have been maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes total, hour tops. And then I would have made a few shorts of me showing how you can learn to eat a hot dog in less than 15 seconds, your first try. And then post that shit on TikTok, IG, had something else ready for tomorrow.
See, that point that he made right there is incredibly true. If you open TikTok and you open Instagram Reels, there's an abundance of good content where people are just sitting there and reacting, or people are giving a funny reaction to. And you'll always notice it's a Twitch clip or it's a YouTube clip, because that's someone trying to do what's called clip farming. Clip farming is genuinely the easiest way to garner attention, is by making a viral moment and continuing to show up on people's feed so people become familiar with your face and your name. And there's a bigger possibility that they will actually check out your content. Because as JasonTheWeen and Ludwig have proved themselves, it is impossible. Even when you are a massive streamer, starting from 0 is impossible. I mean, JasonTheWeen himself had this sort of coming up. He didn't start as a YouTuber or a streamer. He was originally making TikToks. And the TikToks he was making, well, I'll just show you.
Please give me cuddle. I just want cuddle.
Three sides you don't want to see of me. Number one, you don't want to see me when I get angry. Ah! Calm down. Calm down. Make it stop. Make it stop.
Look, we all gotta come from somewhere. Who am I to knock his hustle, you know? But no, on a real note, this was something that I picked up on very early on. The idea of garnering clips and just posting them in very, very short intervals, hoping to gain a viral moment, is genuinely the best way of going about it, and Ludwig's video only confirmed that for me. Unfortunately, due to the oversaturation in the streaming space, it is just too hard to get your name out there by simply just streaming. But I am curious what you guys think, and I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and consider subscribing as well. I'll see you guys soon.